All right, so we're going to do our stars next. We're going to kind of try to keep things simple to start here. So you can see, hopefully, like I was remixing, because every time you get your new bag going, before you cut, you need to make sure you've mixed all that color together. So again, I'm going to seam down the middle, pinch towards the top, and then off camera over here, I'm going to snip off a little bit of the tip. So hopefully, let me see if you can see that. All right, so then I'm just going to go ahead and outline and then flood. Cool. And that's okay, because we're going to flood it. You are not going to see that. And if it looks like we might, I'll just fix it with my stylus. So to all you mamas out there, always tell everybody, my hands are always stained with the icing gel. No matter what I do, it's just part of my life. But I get it on my clothes all the time, unfortunately, and it always comes out. I have never had this icing stain my clothing or a countertop or anything and stay that way. So hopefully that gives you a little comfort if things are getting messy. And honestly, because it's coming out not concentrated in these bags, you shouldn't have any issues with hands being stained or anything. Because obviously gloves are hard to come by right now. I had thankfully bought some kind of stocked up before all of this went crazy. So I'm going to let that set a minute and see. I think it's going to settle out on its own, and if not, I will shake it and show you a little trick on how to get your cookie smooth if it's not settling correctly. So again, I had outlined and just flooding, oops, going over, trying to do these on funny angles so that hopefully there's some light on these cookies while we're going. I'm building my little studio here week by week as we go longer into this quarantine. And if you remember, I said you want to make sure you really fill your cookie up. There aren't any holes because then you're going to have that wavy look to your icing. So I'm going to come in here and I feel pretty confident just because this is what I do, that is going to smooth out. But where I see a little bit of those peaks going on, I'm going to just kind of pull those down into the icing. And I will show you if it's thicker and you think, hey, that is not going to smooth out. I just very carefully grab the sides of my cookie, support it underneath. Let me make sure we're on camera. There we are. And I gently shake it side to side. And hopefully you can see how much that smoothed out. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Shake it just a little. Don't go crazy with it because it will go right on over the edge for you. And that is pretty smooth. My fingers got in there. All right, so we're going to let that dry. Those can be finished, or we can come back and do a little something with them if you want to, but there is your basic star.